Hey guys, the name's Josh, and this is Six Up Tabletop. I'm doing an army showcase kind of talk over of my Sons of Horus army. I've been collecting this army, um, I guess, towards the end of first editions when I started collecting this. So I had a little experience playing the game there. Vast majority of collecting and painting is in second edition. I haven't really done much in third edition, just painted a couple models or units here and there. But the idea behind this army is to talk about some of the modeling decisions I've made. I've gotten so much inspiration from different YouTubers, different projects that I've seen. So I'm hoping that this might give some inspiration to those watching. As you can see here, some of the images from the collected visions of Horus go by. My scheme is slight chaos influence in the Sons of Horus, but not full chaos. So I hope that that can be reflected a little bit as I go through the units that I have and I talk a little bit about the modeling decisions. So we'll take a look at some units and then all the characters that I painted up are kind of towards the back end of the video, so skip around as you like. But jumping into my first tactical squad, this is a 20-man. These are Mark IIIs, my favorite armor set for at least doing the tactical and basic infantry. Did a desert weathered scheme across the entire range. Yeah, just really happy with how these guys turned out, and they're a little bit small nowadays, it feels like, but that's okay. And, a 20-man block is just iconic when playing the Horus Heresy. Now, here's another tactical squad. Got some Mark VI armor that came in the second Horus Heresy starter set, so definitely picked up a bunch of those sprues. I opted for the bear heads without the helmets, and I think that was kind of reflected in some of the imagery from the collected visions. I love I guess the goal of the armory is it's not quite fully taken over by chaos, but there are that hints of chaos in the army. You can see that by looking at the Chaos Space Marine heads on the Mark VI armor, and I think it makes for a nice combination. So I knew I needed like a really standout unit, get into some of the terminators in the army here. So these are Cataphracti terminators, but I painted them to be Justarin, and really happy how they turned out. So there's 10 Justarin. They all have the combi bolters and chain fists, so they're very expensive points wise, but we're really good at killing everything. This banner I made, I believe from Chaos Fantasy, I think it's a fantasy banner. Just use some transfers on it, and it can be used as a Legion standard. There's another stock, I think this is one of the first models, first 5 I made for the Sons of Horus army. Cataphracti Terminators, and they have a wide variety of loadouts. I don't know if this was an eBay purchase. I picked up a lot of some early stuff off of eBay as the first edition was coming into the second edition. So we have the Reaver Attack Squad. These are they were the Forge World resin, and unfortunately these guys are pretty small. We'll see that in a little bit, but man, just good memories with these guys. Very cool, unique, elite models. Love the guy with the head and the mohawk. Just so fun to charge these guys in. I love the detailed iconography that they've etched in there, and the coins, as you can see them compared to the Mark VI sculpts. Definitely some scale creep, but still nice to have them as a homage to the historical sculpting of Forge World. Got some Dreadnoughts in the army. Here's our Contemptor Dreadnought with plasma gun, and then there's the plasma in the combat fist as well. This is, I believe, the resin. It's not the Sons of Horus specific. I did magnetize it, though there's not really that much point in magnetizing it, but I like it. I put it in a pose like there's some debris and it's rounding the corner, and I think it looks really good. I think that's some Age of Sigmar ruins. This is a Leviathan that has the 2 storm cannons. This thing was one of my favorite units in second edition to play with. I have some other trader armies, so I just can interchange this, but as you can see, it's got some chaos iconography and some script across the chassis. So awesome model. This is resin. This guy's super heavy, but the weight on it feels really cool. So for heavy support squad, we have a unit of 10 missile launchers. This is the most recent unit I completed. Did a video on kind of how I was like painting or updating their faces. I just love how the missile launchers look. The missile launchers look for the Horus Heresy. There's a couple different guns that look way better in the Heresy than in 40k, and I just love how that missile launcher looks. You can see has the finder, so he can shoot the missiles. And yeah, 10-man squad. It's, depends on the edition if it's good or not, but I just love how it looks. And the Chaos Space Marine faces added on there, I think it turned out really good. An army wouldn't be a full army without some transports. These are the Mars pattern, like stock standard rhinos. They've definitely seen some wear and tear, but tried to do some OSL for the lights. Got the Eye of Horus, the transfer there. So pretty basic weathered scheme there, but always good to have some transports. Continuing with transports and delivery methods. I have the Dreadnought drop pod, and this is fun to use, dropping in infantry. Huge model. I mean, it was crazy annoying to put together, but it looks super cool. It's kind of like a centerpiece of the army. Dropping in some Reavers or a Dreadnought now in 3rd edition, and yeah, I just love how it was painted up. It's got a lot of presence. Definitely probably not buying another one, so it's here to stay and it looks great. Alright, continuing on to tanks. We have the Vindicator, and this is the Magna Laser Destroyer. I bought this guy off eBay. I love how the decal turned out on that one with all the grime. Bought this one off of eBay, and I believe it's a hybrid plastic resin. There's like a resin upgrade to it. It was all kind of contorted. So I tried to bend it and shape it a little bit back into shape, so I have a lot of good memories with that, but that's super cool at destroying heavy armor. Moving on to more tanks, I have some Predator support tanks. This was another eBay purchase. I bought a lot of kind of damaged Predators. I had a bunch of chaos, different chaos iconography. You can see there. That was whoever I bought it from. I said I really liked it, so I kept it on there. It has the dragon heads for the last cannon sponsons, and then I painted black at the top. It's got the some gang symbols for the Sons of Horus. He's using his data pad for targeting, and so yeah. In 2nd edition, when there's a squad, this guy would be the squad leader. So I have 2 more Predators, I guess, that are technically the final parts of the army that I have not painted up, but I haven't got much time to actually get motivated to paint these Predators. But it'll look nice having the 3 Mars pattern Predators all ready for the army. All right, we'll start getting to the one by one, kind of the characters. So here's our Legion Praetor. This is from the 2nd edition starter set. Perfect model, just red cape, yeah, and gold trim. I think this looks really good as Sons of Horus with the big axe. So this was a 2-part kit, the Cataphractii Terminator, and then the Chaplain. So it's got a chain fist and a combi melta. And really cool. I think that takes weathering very well. The Chaplain, I love the Crozius that he has. I put a little decal on his cloak for the Eye of Horus. The horsehair mane, it just looks great. Good armor. Really happy with having that guy in the army. This is one of the most recent character leaders I had. The Legion Tech Marine. Pretty cool model. I painted the skull and cog red just to kind of tie him into the Mechanicum. This is a Master of Signals. I believe I kit bashed this slightly. I love this model. He's got the axe. He's holding his helmet. It's a very like regal battlefield pose, and he's another one of those small resin marines. Speaking of resin, this is one of my favorites. This was a gift from my buddy Dan. He gave it for me for free. Just awesome. This is probably the best Sons of Horus model that's not Horus himself, and just love running him with all those terminators. They're just staring. We have Malgars the Twisted, and this was a special character model that Games Workshop released. His standard with the big eye of Horus. Yeah, it's got coins all over the place, and just a really cool model with his head as he was sick, at least in the books. So I have a Legion Command Squad. I made these guys just of extra parts. I mean, the shoulders are from the Chaos Space Marines, and the banner is from the Imperial Guard, though I did not shave it all the way down enough, but you can see that's pretty cool. Horus the War Master. So here's the Primarch. Man, I spent a long time painting this guy. I had to have Horus in for my army, but I've had him for a while. Spent a lot of time on him. I think he turned out really good. Acrylics, oils, I pretty much used everything I could. And this is one of the models I've spent the most time on my in my life. And haven't played with him, but he's just excellent, beautiful on the shelf. We have Abaddon and Loken. And this is a dual diorama that Games Workshop released. Each of them are playable. They have their own base, and then they are fighting on Isfahan. So, with all in all, that is my completion of my Sons of Horus army, where I've spent the first couple of years basically painting most of it, and then like a unit, a couple models here and there, adding kind of just how I feel like. I hope that you enjoyed the army preview. It was awesome for me to review this and share my experience with the models, and I hope you got something out of it. Let me know your favorite model from the army showcase, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.